Alright guys, and the point of this 123 here, and today I'll be installing the Honda Inspire taillights onto my 7th gen Accord. Now here's what we got. They include the full set of taillights and the brackets that you'll need. So here's the tools that you need for this. You just need an 8mm socket, a 10mm socket, a Phillips head screwdriver, and possibly a 19mm to take your wheels off with a breaker bar, but it's better to use a short screwdriver because, as you can see, to get those screws out, this one is too long, so I will have to take my wheels off, but that's not too bad. So, all right, let's get started. All right, so first off, you're gonna wanna take the bumper off, which is just these 3 screws right here. The next up is these screws underneath the back side of the bumper. There's one here and one right here. You might need a flathead for that, which is what I'm using, but if you have a big enough Phillips head, you could probably unscrew it. Alright, so once all the screws underneath are removed, you're going to want to take this cover and pop it off with a flathead screwdriver. And inside of that, you'll see a 10mm bolt. You can just take that off. Alright, so once every screw and bolt is removed, you could just go in here and you're going to want to just pull that out, and you can do that all the way around. The bumper should just come right off. There's the bumper off the car. It was kind of hard to film and pull it off at the same time, but you pretty much just pull it off. After that, holding the bracket on is these 2 10mm bolts and this one screw up here, and after that you could just pull the taillights off. Alright, so after that you want to go inside the trunk. There's going to be 3 8mm bolts here, here, and right here. And after that you just unplug these, and then you could just take your taillight and it should come right out. Alright, so now we have the Inspire one on the left and the Accord one on the right. What I'm going to do now is swap my bulbs over, since this one comes with bulbs inside but I have LEDs, so I'm going to swap those over. Now you can see the differences here is that this one is completely clear in the bottom, whereas this one still has the red that goes all the way around. Alright, so now that you got your tail light, you just want to slip it back in. Make sure it goes in straight so that this pin here goes into that hole. Alright, so both the outer parts are on. Now I will put the bumper back on, then we can move on to the trunk section. Okay, so now the bumper is back on, and to install the trunk ones, all I need to do is first remove an 8mm bolt right in there in that little hole, and also on this side. And then these 2 things right here are also 8mm. You just need to take those off and they should pull right out. Alright, and on the right side, because of the lock right here, there's also this 10mm bolt that comes out too, and then your taillight should pop right out on that side. All you have to do to remove the lock itself is to just unplug that. Go in here, you should be able to rotate that way, and you could just push it right out the back. And there you go. And there you have it. The taillights are fully installed in the car. It was a pretty simple install, and to me it looks a lot better. So if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, and please subscribe if you want to see more in the future. So yeah, I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Thanks.